Exactly. I think given no rain, and maybe we need a huge round of applause as we open this for our facilities team who was out here literally hair drying the lawn and wiping off all those chairs. So thank you, and let's do a big opening woo for keeping the rain away. All right, good morning. I am Deborah Leibowitz. I am the university's Chief Academic Officer or Provost, and I am more than pleased to declare Quinnipiac University's 2025 commencement exercises for, you know who, the Schools of Education and the School of Nursing officially open! For those who are able to stand, please do so for the national anthem, which will be performed by Anna Bond-Hilby.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Woo! All right, our multi-talented graduates. Thank you, Anna. Exactly. All right. You can be seated. All right. I'm honored to be here today with you on this wonderful occasion to celebrate our amazing graduates. And because we want to honor this day of achievement for everyone, I want to thank each of you in advance for staying with us through the entirety of the ceremony. Graduates, we don't want you to miss the end, and we want everyone to be able to see. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize the members of our platform party, which consists of our commencement speaker, whom you will meet in a moment, and our trustees, university administrators, and the deans of the schools of education and nursing. And it is now my honor to introduce to you Dr. Judy Olian, who has served as the 9th president of Quinnipiac University since 2018. Under her visionary leadership, Quinnipiac has experienced remarkable growth and innovation and advances in academic excellence. As she steps down at the end of next month, making this her last commencement weekend at QU, we extend our heartfelt gratitude and best wishes for her future endeavors. So please join me in welcoming President Oleum to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Leibowitz. I'll get this right. Thank you. And you know, I want to give in advance Happy Mother's Day wishes to all of the moms here tomorrow. Make it a weekend. Welcome to our graduates, first of all, families, friends who are joining us on this major milestone for your lives. Today, we are here to celebrate you, our spectacular graduates of the School of Education and the School of Nursing. Today, we celebrate all that you've accomplished, the impact you've had, and the people you have become. I want to first welcome our wonderful speaker from this morning, Dr. Tina Luarte Rodriguez. Dr. Luarte Rodriguez is Executive Director of the Connecticut Center for Nursing Workforce. She graduated from Quinnipiac School of Nursing with a Doctor of Nursing Practice in 2022, and she was, in the beginning of her career, a teacher. So we span both schools here in Tina. She currently serves on our School of Nursing's Advisory Council. Dr. Luarte Rodriguez, we look forward to hearing your life story and lessons learned. Now, for a tradition here at Quinnipiac, I'm going to ask all our graduates to stand up and turn to face the audience as we recognize spouses and partners, moms, dads, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, dear friends. So, they are the loved ones who have been here for you time and time again, before every challenge and after every success. So let's give them, these amazing people in your lives, a heartfelt round of applause. And while you're standing, let's also give a warm round of applause to our wonderful faculty and staff, led by Deans Ann Deschelle from the School of Education and Larry Slater from the School of Nursing. So let's give our great faculty and staff a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. And now to our graduates. I hope you feel a tremendous sense of pleasure and pride. You made it. This has been quite a journey, one marked by a massive amount of learning, and I say massive, I mean it. I expect you also managed to squeeze in a little bit, a lot of fun and memorable moments, and there were a few added twists and turns along the way. I congratulate you, and I really thank you for adapting and adjusting with such grace and generosity to, yes, we had a pandemic during your time here. You weathered that period with strength and resilience. You supported each other. You emerged stronger, and here you are, finishing on such a high note with a brilliant future ahead. When we look at this class, we see the trailblazers of tomorrow who are prepared to embrace a world where change is accelerating all the time, where there are many people who deserve to be lifted by you, despite what life has dealt them. And you'll do more than that. You will lead. You'll lead change as teachers, special ed professionals, school administrators, as pedagogical innovators, as life-changing nurses and nurse practitioners who impact the health of people and who look to you as their saviors. You are those who lift the health and well-being and the resilience of current and future generations. Thank you for who you'll be. You'll carry with you the life experiences of the last few years that have shaped you into the person you are today, that have exposed you to different ideas, to different people and cultures. And that person you've become, who appreciates, hears across, and seeks to bridge those differences, You are the person that the world needs today more than ever. We say in our mission statement that our aspiration for our graduates is that they leave us as enlightened global citizens equipped for careers of the future. Our fervent hope is that over the last few years, all the people you interacted with, every teacher, every peer, advisor, coach, every professor who helped you discover talents within you that you did not know you had, every QU alumnus, that they all prepared you for your chosen career, for the need to adapt to constant changes professionally and in life, and also for the capacity to be open, respectful, and curious as a listener. That's a really important quality. Everything I know about you and your development here tells me that this progression in who you are, in fact, happened during your time at Quinnipiac. I want to tell you, I'm with you. I am also contemplating those same things as I prepare for my own move to my next phase of my career. How to stay abreast of accelerating change, to continue to adapt, how to lift others, how to have positive impact, and of course, how to keep learning for the rest of my life as a lifelong learner, as I know you will be too. While here at Quinnipiac, you made friends that'll be your posse for the rest of your life. Plus, you have 70,000 fellow alumni who can help you along this journey. Know that your Bobcat family is always here for you. When you're home away from home, visit us often, stay connected to the close friends you have, to teammates, faculty, and staff who impacted you, who mentored you on this journey of growth over the years. All of us at Quinnipiac look forward to following your adventure, to riding your coattails of success, to bragging about you whenever you achieve new heights, to beaming with pride as we cheer you along the way. It's really been a joy for all of us to watch your students in your class year grow and shine. As we begin this new chapter with you, remember, you have the resilience to turn adversity into advantage. You have the leadership capacity to blaze new trails and to bring others along with you. And a Bobcat network on campus across the country and around the world to draw upon and to give back in return. I know you are ready. You are career ready, life ready, teacher ready. You are healthcare ready and future ready. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
So it's now, yes. You can't hear me? Oh, yes, now you can hear me. All right. So it is now the point in the program when you, the students, get to hear from your colleagues. And so first, representing graduate students, I'd like to call forward Sam Prada Putzig. Sam is receiving a Master of Science in Special Education and is from Wareham, Massachusetts.
Good morning, President Olian, Provost Leibowitz, deans, parents, families, faculty, distinguished guests, and graduates. As a special education teacher and someone who navigates the world with autism, I have learned that every mind is unique. My autism is not something I overcome to be a good teacher. It's part of what makes me an effective one. I can often see patterns and connections that others miss, and I have a deep understanding of sensory sensitivities and the impact they can have on learning. Furthermore, I bring a perspective that is often underrepresented in the field of education. Each of us carries a story and a perspective that shapes how we see the world. Special education is not solely about supporting those with disabilities. It's about embracing our differences, fostering understanding, and unlocking the potential within every individual. In my classroom, I have witnessed the brilliance of diverse minds and students overcoming challenges that seemed insurmountable. They taught me that strength lies not in conformity, but in the courage to be different. When I think about special education and extension nursing, I see fields that are not just about helping those with disabilities, but rather fields that teach us about empathy, patience, creativity, and resilience. It requires breaking down societal barriers, dismantling stigmas, and advocating for resources and support. This work isn't always easy, but we can't afford to overlook the value of diversity in our classrooms, workplaces, and society. As we move forward, I urge each one of you to join in advocating for inclusion in every aspect of life. Embrace the complexity of every student's narrative, and remember that education is not about fitting everyone into a mold. It's about breaking the mold to let individuality flourish. Listen to their narratives, honor their experiences, and provide care that is as diverse as the individuals you serve. As you step into your roles as educators and healthcare professionals, remember that your impact will be measured not just by the knowledge you impart or the skills you teach, but by the love, empathy, and understanding you share. Each connection you foster, each struggle you advocate against, and each unique narrative you embrace is a step toward a more equitable world. In your hands lies not only the power to teach or heal, but to create a future where everyone can thrive together. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. So on behalf of the 2025 senior class, I now call forward Colin Rindris McDonald. Colin is from Hollands, New Hampshire.
That was a nice introduction. Thanks everyone for cheering me on there. So good morning everyone. Welcome and thank you all for being here. Faculty, alumni, family, friends, and class of 2025. I need everyone to get a little excited. Gotta bring the energy. It's impossible to cultivate the words while staying in my short time limit to express how deeply grateful I am for all the unwavering support that I've received over 4 years. It's also an honor to have been selected by amazing peers and faculty for this honor of presenting this speech with you today. I also want to, a little bit of a broken record, but recognize the mothers here today, a day before Mother's Day. Considering we have nursing and education here, and our moms are our first educators and our first nurses. So let's everyone give a big round of applause for everybody, and my mom. It takes a lot of work to hold that title of a mother. With that being said, trying to reflect on everything that's happened over these 4 years has taken a few years off of my life, as it probably has with you too. We've really been through the ringer. So for our nurses here, we've relearned the Krebs cycle. We memorized the names for holes in the skull. Shout out for Raymond Oval. And then we started to learn how to reassess pain, how we write a nursing note, and how to take your validation partner's blood pressure without your own blood pressure drowning out the noise. Sorry, I'm eating my cords. So hundreds upon thousands of hours spent learning, studying, interacting, and growing as an individual here at QU, as not just a student, but a nurse and an individual. But that's not what sets apart the 180 or so people sitting here today as nursing graduates. The uniqueness of the degree that we've received and we're sacrificing so much for is the perspective that it granted us. Robin Sharma once said, "Good health is a crown on the head of a well person that only a sick person can see." Seems somewhat obvious when you think about it, but those sitting here today, remember all the diseases and the medications you've learned over these 4 years. Remember the hundreds and hundreds of hours you've spent at patients' bedsides, in clinical, watching somebody's loved one's crown slowly slip down. Then, in that moment, you realize the magnitude of your position. So nursing school gives you a plethora of new information and skills that'll bring you to all different aspects of nursing, whether it's being an L&D nurse, an ICU nurse, anywhere it is. But what differentiates this profession is the lens that it gives us, the eyes that it gives us. We all have new eyes, eyes that see what many often miss, eyes that recognize the hesitancy in a patient's voice, the uncertainty in a family member's face after hearing a new diagnosis, to understand that healing is not always physical or actively fixing something, but sometimes it's about simply being present, listening, and making sure that people feel seen. This perspective, this ability to notice, to be present, to witness, and to aid, that is what makes our work matter. And it's what will carry us long after we graduate here in Quinnipiac, inside of a hospital, outside of a hospital, at the grocery store, anywhere. So, to my classmates, thank you for all the amazing clinical group chats, long study sessions, and honestly, completely unbeatable camaraderie. Many of us have traveled to Europe and back together, been through thick and thin, and everyone sitting here has passed maternity. No diss on maternity, it was just a tough time. So I urge all of you, please do not be a stranger to anybody. It's a small group, all things considered. So if you happen to see a lanky blonde kid driving in a 2006 red Mini Cooper, or absolutely killing a cover of Man or a Muppet at karaoke, come say hey. And to the professors and mentors that guided us through every challenge, thank you for your patience, your constant encouragement, and your tough love. You believed in our ability to become nurses that we are today, even when we were too overwhelmed to believe it in ourselves. Your faith truly carried us through the toughest moments, and we thank you for that. And to our families, both present and past, many of you were the reason that we chose this path to begin with, and continue to be the light that helped guide us to the end, granting us endless encouragement and love along the way. Remember that we will always be advocates through wellness and illness to continue to honor those who aren't here with us, but inspired us to live compassionately. So, class of 2025, we are officially at this moment. So, let's go graduate and take this perspective with us. Let's keep noticing. Let's keep showing up and providing grace for those who need it. And if others forget, if they're that they're not wearing their crown, let's help them see it again while wearing ours proudly. So, in the simple words of my parents, make it a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. Beautiful. So it's now my pleasure to call forward Peter Longley, who is a clinical assistant professor of nursing. You know, education, you're going to have to, when we have education people coming up, you're going to have to work at that, right? There's a little bit of rivalry. I understand there's a few more of them, but still, I think you are all dealing with rowdy classrooms, so you have the skills. Peter is a clinical assistant professor of nursing and the director of career and alumni development in the school, and he will introduce our keynote speaker.
Okay. Dr. Tina Lorarte Rodriguez is a dedicated nurse leader, advocate, and innovator with over 19 years of experience in healthcare. She currently serves as the executive director of the Connecticut Center for Nursing Workforce, where she leads initiatives to strengthen the nursing profession, promote diversity, and advance health equity across the state. Tina previously served as Associate Director of Health Equity Measures at Yale University's Center for Outcome Research and Evaluation. A recognized leader in the field, she is a Harvard Business Journal Healthcare Hero Award winner and led her team to Connecticut Nurses Association Excellence in Team Award. She has also published several works, including her recent book, Latinas in Nursing, the first anthology celebrating the journeys of 15 Latinas nurses across the United States. Tina completed the American Nurses Association's Innovation Accelerator Program and is a 2023-24 Fellow of the American Nurses Advocacy Institute. A first-generation college graduate, she received degrees from Cornell University and the University of Connecticut before earning both her master's and doctorate degrees in nursing from Quinnipiac University. It is my honor to welcome today's commencement speaker, Dr. Tina Lorarte Rodriguez.
Good morning. Bien dia, class of 2025. I am Doctora Tina Lorarte Rodriguez. I use she, her, ella pronouns, and I stand before you this morning as a proud Afro-Latina Boricua, an educator, a nurse, an author, and most importantly, a lifelong learner. Before I begin, I want to recognize and thank the remarkable leadership and faculty of Quinnipiac University who have made this journey possible. President Olian, Provost Leibowitz, Dean Slater, and Dean Deschel, and all the brilliant faculty, staff, and mentors who have shaped the minds and hearts of this graduating class. I also want to extend special gratitude to the incredible event staff, from logistics to AV techs, facilities, volunteers, and every single person behind the scenes. You have worked tirelessly to prepare and support for this momentous event. This celebration could not happen without you, and we thank you for your dedication. And next, to loved ones in the audience and watching from afar, including my family. Hi, guys. Parents, partners, siblings, children, chosen family, and friends. You are part of this victory. You carried them when they felt heavy, reminded them of who they are when they forgot, and poured love into the cracks. This moment is yours too. Class of 2025, congratulations. You've shown up for yourselves, for your families, for your communities, despite obstacles, uncertainty, and what felt like an unending gauntlet of change. You've earned this. Every late night, every tear, every triumph, today is yours. My own journey began in the Bronx. I am raised in a home where education was treated as sacred, and kindness was our worth and wealth. That foundation, education and kindness, have been the blueprint through every storm. When I was accepted into Cornell University, I became the first in my family to go to college. Thank you. And at 17, I thought I had to prove I was worthy of it every day. I walked into my pre-med classes ready to conquer. And chemistry, well, chemistry conquered me. But that didn't deter me. It redirected me. I found a home in human development and family studies, focused on early childhood. That shift was my first lesson in trusting the detour. And every step since has been built on that foundation. Teaching took me from Ithaca to Sweden, to New York City, and to Jersey City classrooms. And in each place, I learned that what works in one room might fall flat in another. So I learned to listen, and I learned to adjust. And I learned that building anything, whether it's a career, a classroom, or confidence, takes time. And time stands for things I must earn. Time. There is no rushing mastery, no skipping over the awkward, painful parts. Then life flipped the script on me again. When my mother-in-law was hospitalized, I witnessed the care and clarity nurses bring. And that's when I knew I wanted to be a part of that. I went back to school, completing my nursing prerequisites at Tunxis and Capital Community Colleges, and then doing a vigorous 12-month accelerated program at UConn. After graduation, I went straight into the OR with no educator and no perioperative training program. It was humbling. I had to ask for help, a lot. And I learned that asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. That's how you build well. During my nursing career, I have learned to stop the line, literally. In healthcare, we talk about stopping the line when something doesn't feel right. Even if you're new, even if you're afraid, even if you think someone might roll their eyes, I have stopped the line. I have spoken up, and I will keep doing it. Because silence is never safe in a room where people rely on you to protect them. Let me be even more transparent. I failed, plenty. I remember standing in the front of a classroom of 8th graders, brilliant, brilliant children, after they received their state math exam scores. Not all of them passed. I carried that. I still do. I failed the certification of operating room nurse examination. Not once, but twice. Both times by 8 points. That stung. I am proud to say that I have since earned 3 certifications, 2 of which I still have today. I've made 2 medication errors in my nursing career. I'm grateful no patient was harmed due to them. I remember every detail. I remember what I felt, what I missed, how I reported it, and how I worked with my team to make it right and safer. But here's the thing about failure. It's part of the foundation. It's how you know you're building something real, something that can last. Because true success isn't just about getting it right. It's about staying right there when it goes wrong and doing the work anyway. Then came 2020. The world cracked open. COVID-19 changed everything overnight. We faced overwhelming loss, uncertainty, and exhaustion. That year broke something, but it also awakened something. I chose wellness, therapy, rest, boundaries. But even with all of that, I felt something was missing. So one night, I went looking for a book. I'm a little bit of a book nerd, bookworm. And I went looking for a book about me, for me, to comfort and uplift me, to inspire me. I didn't find one. Not one. So that's when I decided to write it. Latinas in Nursing became the book I needed to read, a collection of 15 stories from brave nurses who look like me, who love like me, lead like me. That book has traveled further than I could have imagined, into conferences, national book clubs, and classrooms across the United States and the UK. We followed with Volume 2 in 2024. And just next week, in honor of Nurses Month, Latinos in Nursing will be released to celebrate the male nurses. That's the power of voice. And when you can't find what you need, sometimes your purpose is to create it. So here's what I need you to know, class of 2025. You are powerful. You are powerful. Nurses, you are the most trusted profession in the world. You are science, soul, and skill wrapped into one. Own that. Educators, you are the architects of possibility. You plant seeds that help entire communities grow. You are our hope engineers. You're stepping into a world that feels shaky, uncertain, divided. But I am certain of you. I am certain of your innovation. I am certain of your advocacy. I am certain that when the next pandemic hits, or the next injustices rises, or the next challenges knock, you will not wait to be told what to do. You will lead. Keep learning. You don't want to be the smartest in the room, and you don't need to be, but you need to be the most willing to grow. Be curious, not judgmental. Ask questions, pause, observe, and then act with clarity. Please be kind, not only to others, but to yourselves. Keep advocating. Speak truth, especially when it's hard, especially when it's unpopular. Speak up for safety. Stop the line when needed. Save lives by being bold. And finally, continue to build a legacy, not just a resume. What you build will matter far more than what you collect. And final reflections and closing, class of 2025. You are not waiting to be empowered. You are power. As you move forward in your careers, remember this: nurses and educators belong everywhere decisions are made, whether it's at the bedside, in the boardroom, on school committees, in policy think tanks, or at the highest levels of government. You belong there. You carry insights the world desperately needs. You hold the pulse of real people and real stories. Never underestimate that. And finally, let me say this: I cannot wait to see what you achieve next. I truly mean that. Whether you lead revolutions in care, reimagine classrooms, write the next great book, or create something we've never seen before, I will be cheering you on. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you for all that you do, and keep going.
All right, thank you, Dr. Luarte Rodriguez. Okay, So, you ready for the next part of this, people? All right, well, here we are for the main event, the conferral of degrees. So I ask President Judy Olian and School of Education Dean Ann Deschelle to come forward for the awarding the degrees in the School of Education.
I now call forward the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching, Elementary Education. Jessica A. Bosenberg. Lillian Michael Brown. Colleen Diane Brumlevy. Christina Marie Bruno. Amanda Marie Cayone. Paige Victoria Cefaloni. Danielle Marie Cipri. Anya Bridget Clark. Alicia Dominic Copla. Jessica Louise Crocker. Isabel Dean Frazier. Sophie Claire D'Isabella. Katie Elizabeth Donnenfeld. Jamie E. Drew. Rebecca Diane Hope Ferguson. Juliana Catherine Forsander. Jenna Pearl Frankel. Alexa Ray Freed. Isaac Freeman. Emily Gurin. Rebecca Halem. Ashley Elizabeth May Kreis. Julia Ann Lagutis. Jessica Ann Lieberman. Julia Marie Lockerly. Michelle Joelle Lucas. Catherine Taylor Maker. Ashlyn Taylor Manuel. Marissa Elise Marcos. Caitlin Christine Meyer. Jessica Diane Margolo. Olivia Rose Pafumi. Sydney Elizabeth Peters. Once again, Sydney Elizabeth Peters. Caroline F. Pitkin. Natalie Elise Purtle. Leah Marie Reichert. Stephanie Susan Russo. Michaela Shea Sepelak. Alessandra Anna Sicaranza. Sarah Elizabeth Smerglio. Jordan Marie Sobolowski. Marybeth Hannah Sullivan. Tierney Nicole Topoulos. Jennifer Ellen Zirkle. Alexandra Nicole Zumbo. And next, we call for secondary education. Farah Abdullah Alfaraj. Drew Thomas Barbieri. Gianna Elizabeth Basso. Jessica Lynn Bowen. Sean Edward Doyle. Anna Maria von Dulberg. Evan James Flagg. Hannah Maria Francisco. Kaylee Lauren Harris. Christopher Daniel McAlley. Victoria Grace McKenzie. Jared Malika. Jonathan Richard Moscato. Nicholas Gerard Rossi. Gabrielle Rhodes Thompson. And next, we call for special education. Earl Alley Randall. Jolene Renee Carrillo. Destiny Mirage. Teresa A. Cheves.
Ask the candidates from the Master of Arts in Teaching to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Education candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Teaching.
Thank you, Dean Deschelle. It is my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon all of our graduates the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Next, we call for candidates for the degree of Master of Science, candidates in Instructional Design and Technology. Ashling Mora Clancy. Keisha Denise Croxton. Julie Ann Howlett. Melanie Maria. Caitlin R. McCall. Lauren Denise Milridge. Kenia Henlisha Pochette. Alexandra Santa Maria. Amanda E. Cesario. Jessica Taylor Crosby. Maria Georgioulis. And next, we call for special education. Bridget Sheridan Haynes. Mariana Margarita Lopez. Patrick John Maloney. Kevin Poloncino Herrera. Sam Prada Putzig. Sarsha Demille Smith. Rachel Sweeney. Tara White.
I ask the candidates for Master of Science to please rise. We'll let them get back to their seats. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Education candidates for the degree Master of Science.
Thank you, Dean Deschelle. It's my privilege, by the power vested in me, by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you, our graduates, the degree of Master of Science, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. And graduates, you may move your tassel to the left. Not yet, you guys. Over here.
Next, we call for candidates for the 6-year diploma in educational leadership. Jacqueline Amendola. Sarah Madeline Camara. Alyssa Suzanne Celentano. Christina Phyllis Calandria. Megan Sargent Dubois. Allison Michelle Edwards. Jennifer Marie Fatone. Sarah Chandray Hankey. Anna Bond Hilby. Jessica A. Lizardo. Christina Ashley McIntyre. Jordan Ann Mendelson. Jessica Norton. Omar Rosario. Ava Rowland. Brittany Luis Scavato. Catherine Elizabeth Sosha. Gina Sodano. Tina M. Titus. Naomi Urquhart. Kimberly Lindsay Wolcott. Christiana Yaboa.
May I ask the candidates for the degree, the sixth-year diploma, to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Education candidates for the degree, sixth-year diploma in educational leadership.
Dean Deschelle, thank you. And to our graduates, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of sixth-year diploma in educational leadership with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and move your tassel. Congratulations.
Okay, so can we have a final round of applause for all of the graduates from the School of Education? All right, and you guys over here know what that means? I now ask School of Nursing Dean Larry Slater to come forward for the awarding of the degrees from the School of Nursing.
We ask the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the School of Nursing to please approach the stage. Ryan Lily Acker. Raneem Alcasas. Kylie May Amica. Juliana Marie Anastasio. Erica Jean Anderson. Jack Andrew Ashcombe. Lauren Angelina Alteri. Sydney Ella Avilas. Nicole Alice Bear. Ayana Joy Baker. Miranda Lynn Barisi. Alexander Thomas Bayer. Kevin Basil. Julia R. Berger. Anna Bailey Biscari. Tony Rose Soriana Bombales. Alyssa Lynn Boucher. Sarah Alexander Boucher. Catherine E. Bracha. George Brito. Isabella Naomi Brunetti. Shelby James Campana. Kyle John Caneda. Trisha Ann Caro. Lucille Elizabeth Carter. Isabella Grace Chambers. Olivia Lisa Chase. Kelly Lynn Chesterman. Andrea Brielle Chiturko. Catherine So Ling Christensen. Bethany Rose Cicerone. Amanda Brittany Sinicola. Alyssa Marie Colazzo. Jillian Jean Conti. Gianna Michelle Conti. Francine Ruth Corpus. Alexander F. Correa. Chloe Sophia Costantino. Alana G. Costa. Emily Rose Coughlin. Connor James Coyne. Abigail Emma Kroll. Daniel Edmund Daybeck. Tanya DeCausey. Jocelyn DeFuria. Molly Elizabeth DeMeo. Nicole Mary Denany. Jacqueline Aaron Denneker. Cassidy Coe Detlow. Annabella DiVincenzo. Jolene Dinsey. Chloe Ryan Doler. Chloe Ryan Doler is a recipient of the Benjamin T. and Juliet Adele Treewin Award for Professional Leadership in Nursing. Jacqueline B. Jordy. Joseph Anthony Doria. Carolyn Elizabeth Duffy. Grace Catherine Dykeman. Anita Fareed. Abigail Renee Federico. Camille Grace Flahan. Rory Mullen Flynn. Tessa Foley. Tessa Foley is a recipient of the Holistic Nursing Practice Award. Christina Grace Forsander. Erin N. Foster. Kaylee Victoria Gates. Kaylee Victoria Gates is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award and the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. She is also the recipient of the Benjamin T. and Juliet Adele Treatment Award for Academic Excellence in Nursing. Allison Marie Gervais. Gabriella Elaine Goldberg. Matthew K. Goldman. Karen Jaylene Gomez. Caitlin Ann Gorton. Taylor Ann Gorachino. Brianna Priscilla Guideback. Aya Kalkwab Ibrahim Habu. Megan Elizabeth Hempy. Cara Marie Handley. Brendan J. Harding. Ava L. Harrington. Emma Elizabeth Hayden. Lauren E. Henson. Kira Marie Hines. Grace Dorothy Hogan. Alyssa Ann Holderbaum. Katrina Marie Hughes. Kendall Ariana Hewat. Sophia Dorothy Jackson. Noelle Grace Jacoby. Alexa Lynn Johnson. Madeline Anna Keating. Momen Kokar. Jessica Allison Killian. Olivia Grace Kimball. Mia Nicole Kiska. Kate Louise Kretschmar. Anna Paige Cronenwetter. Brooke Alexis Custra. Sophia Grace LaPan. Juliana Elizabeth Lester. Christina Marie Lewis. Judy Lippa. Nicole Ann Lisa. Taylor Marie Logue. Erin Michelle Lynch. Colin Rindress McDonald. Madison Maureen Mandler. Lauren Elizabeth Manning. Allison Rose Mastrioni. Jake Tyler McCarthy. Andrew James McGinn. Lily Madeline McMahon. Caitlin Mary McNeil. Janira Najee Marie Medina. Kylie Ann Meehan. Marissa Jane Mills. Kelly Michelle Mosia. Carly Beth Monsell. Jordana Philomena Moreno. Jillian Grace Morin. Kate Elizabeth Mowdy. Abigail Sheila Murphy. Catalina Niang. Sarah Elizabeth Nichols. Amelia Beth Norelius. Olivia Grace Nosek. Dominic Michael Neuterangelo. James Nicholas O'Connor. Caroline Ann O'Hara. Samantha Marie Orsini. Vita Teresa Ortizo. Raphael Pages. Samantha Helen Payson. Estefania Soledad Perez. Samantha Nicole Purley. McKenna June Peterson. Derek Richard Petrucci. Molly Lucille Phipps. Kaylee Nicole Pinedo. Jolie M. Pistoner. Grace Isabella Plaza. Brianna Lynn Reed. Ronnie Camille Roderick. Nika Sabaco. Michaela Christine Scabia. Olivia Grace Scales. Skylar Rose Scacera. Natalie Schalk. Ludovica Serena Sciano Lamorello. Adriana Schumacher. Carolyn Mary Cinto. Christopher Eric Shin. Athena Angelique Smith. Chloe Ann Smith. Christina Ann Smith. Katrina Elizabeth Smith. Eric Brendan Solomini. McKenna Page Strong. Skylar Sterniolo. Hannah Jane Sumby. Spencer J. Swartzwest. Janelle Francis Tarabakia. Kevin Joseph Tremblay. Eileen Elizabeth Trotta. Luca Vito Trotta. Sophia Emily Venturini. Scott Vreeland. Jillian McKay Waller. Adina Mae Weinbaum. Samantha Megan Weisberg. Emma Patricia Williams. Anna Yates Alice Wright. Christina Camilla Zajac. Kate Elizabeth Zamani. Sarah Rose Zarilli. Ashley Ann Zaleski. Danielle Sophia Marie Zaleski. Lindsay Emma Zolga. Zachary A. Abellis. Ruben Pierre Luis. Aaron Goodall.
I ask all of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree of science in nursing to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Nursing candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Dean Slater, thank you. It's my privilege, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, to hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may now move your tassel.
We now call forward the Master of Science in Nursing candidates. Priscilla H. Apong. Rupa Asaro. Victoria Ann Austin. Elizabeth Ann Baldino. Heather Becerra. Zaria Blake. Richard Adu Boampong. Lee Buckman. Hillary Christine Sestaro. Mabel N. Chacon Sanchez. Mark June Cho. Again, Mark June Cho. Stephanie Lynn Christie. Rochelle Marie Connors. Renee de la Chevretier. Allison DeZavitt. Amanda Rose Echevarria. Melissa Ann Finken. Melissa Ann Finken is a recipient of the Holistic Nursing Practice Award. Megan Golden Gazewicz. Hannah Hamilton. Denise D. Henry. Aiden Hubbard. Kelsey King. Margaret Kuehl. Amy Margaret Lynch. Samantha Matthew. Patrice J. Matherine. Jennifer K. Molly. Asia M. Mercier. Jiwan Moon. Jessica L. O'Donovan. Godfred Opong. Andrew J. Pascal. Veronica Christine Perpetua. Corlin Gabriela Rentas. Lorena Rocio Sanchez Saavedra. Amanda Carmelina Sell. Catherine Eileen Simonello. Lorena Tiongson. Jennifer Vollmer. Jennifer Vollmer is a recipient of the Academic Excellence Award, Master of Science in Nursing. Jennifer Abigail Wade.
I now ask for all the candidates for Master of Science in Nursing to please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Nursing candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Nursing.
Thank you, Dean Slater. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, it's my privilege to hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Nursing with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I would now like to ask Professor Corey Ann Boyd and Professor Carolyn Bradley to come forward to hood our Doctor of Nursing Practice students.
Thank you.
We now ask the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice to please approach the stage. We begin with Care of Populations. Aisha Camila Beckett. Tiffany Boyd. Ashley Condon. Alexandra Elizabeth Ford. Ngozi Nkiriko Ikikwiazu Jr. Catherine E. Ledestri. Marissa Rocha. Tiffany Vargas. Ngozi Yu Wele. Natalie Wells. And next, we call forward nursing leadership candidates. Cassian Brown. Stella Mandich Davis. Christina Giwa. Christina Giwa is a recipient of the Academic Excellence Award, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Ellen Marie Komar. Megan Marie Nickerson. Christopher Allen Otto. Trisha Marie Siefker. And last but not least, Lisa A. Songzoni.
I now ask all candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor from the School of Nursing to present candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice.
Dean Slater, thank you. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, it's my privilege to hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and now please move your tassels.
All right, do we have a round of applause for all the graduates from the School of Nursing? Congrats to all our graduates. It's now my privilege to introduce Paul Calamita. Paul is the president of our Alumni Association Board and will bring you greetings on behalf of our alumni.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Wow, that was exciting. Holy mackerel. Couldn't believe it. It's an honor to stand here before you today, not just as a graduate of Quinnipiac, but as president of the Alumni Association. Today is a momentous occasion for you all, and I'm thrilled to welcome you into the next chapter of your Quinnipiac journey as alumni. And I'd like to first take a moment to also recognize the Quinnipiac alumni who are here today as proud family members in support of the class of 2025. I ask that anybody who is a Bobcat parent, sibling, relative, friend, please raise your hand. Love to recognize you as well. Oh, there's a bunch of them out there. Fantastic. I know your love and support really helped make this day happen. Thank you very much, Legacy families. And now, graduates, that was exciting. And when President Olean had asked you to take your tassel from the right to the left, for those of you that still had your cap on, I want you to know that with this simple motion, you officially transition from student to alumnus, and you have joined a global network of Bobcats who will always be here willing to support and celebrate you. Don't forget that. This is not a goodbye. It's just the beginning of your lifelong connection with Quinnipiac, and wherever life takes you, remember you're a Bobcat for life. Now, class, I'm going to ask you to please stand one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up. Congratulations, class of 2025 and our newest alumni. Thank you. Great job.
All right, hold on. As we conclude today's ceremony, the platform party will recess to the rear of the quad, followed by the faculty and the graduates. Please remain at your seats until the recessional concludes. You're then invited to join us at the rear of a quad for the post-ceremony reception. On behalf of President Olean, the deans, the faculty and staff of Quinnipiac University, I offer my congratulations to the class of 2025. And just so you know, the recessional song was your voted on choice.